Hi, I'm Bud. Sorry about the headset. I'm still technically at work, but I think it is quite safe to say anyone with a brain has noticed that the Trump administration did not address the coronavirus outbreak in an efficient manner to meet national security concerns. We have had concerns and whispers from all sorts of health agencies and countries that some sort of contagion was causing an outbreak in China since the beginning of winter 2019 last year. Then in February this year, China builds multiple massive hospitals within a week when it takes the United States months, if not years, to build just one. And then the Chinese government, locks down basically a billion of its own people. And then there were also quite a few Chinese whistleblowers over the government's authoritarian response to the virus. They were stating the seriousness of this unknown virus, and a lot of them were also never heard from them again after they posted their videos. Like, those videos are really heartbreaking, and those people are really courageous heroes because they risked their lives to spread the word that there's something going on in China. We don't know what it is. They didn't know what it was or how it's affecting people. They just knew it was spreading insanely fast, and people didn't know what to do. And so those people were never heard from again, unfortunately. And then China is over here looking like the beginning of a typical zombie movie, 28 Days Later style. And then Europe starts having their own outbreak all over the continent with their own strain that they developed through mutations and whatnot. And so that's probably why New York City and the East Coast got affected a little bit more, since this all happened in the middle of March. So all the spring breakers, everyone traveling, all the business travels. That's why New York City and Europe and China, I feel like, all got affected the most. Those are all travel hubs. Those are all very dense in population and bad pollution. And so with Europe and China essentially all locked down, and with our people screaming that something's happening all over the world, if that still didn't scream any red flags to the Trump administration, then it's quite obvious that they don't listen to their health and science experts. Like I knew this was going to be a big deal everywhere, since I've never heard of a country locking down a billion of its own citizens because of a flu. The only thing that finally caught the Trump administration's attention was when the precious stock market started crashing in late February through mid-March. Not the hundreds or thousands of U.S. citizens becoming sick and dying, just Trump's precious billions of dollars falling through the cracks was what caught his attention. So then, good old fat orange man convinces the Fed to pump trillions of dollars into the market instead of into the hands of its own citizens. Like, we're at right now 13% unemployment, and then there's still people that have yet to receive their stimulus checks or their tax refunds. Like, pump money into your government's agencies instead of into the hands of more of your billionaire buddies. And so there's thousands, if not millions, who've yet to receive their check. And then there are also corporations that don't need any stimulus assistance who are getting the PPP funding that should be going to the small businesses that actually need it. And if you were actually read the bill, there's random billions of dollars going to random universities and programs. It's obviously to make sure all these senators and representatives sign on. And then Trump's using this global pandemic to further divide the country more than already is, besides the fact he's trying to start another civil war within the country and another Cold War with China. It's obvious it's election season, with our leader trying to instigate all this anti-China hate and using a global pandemic as a political tool instead, when he should have been listening to his health advisors like Dr. Fauci. Plus, the market manipulation by name-dropping his buddies' corporations or by physically bringing all his billionaire CEO friends to combat the virus. Like, really, what did Walmart actually do for us besides providing TP and hand sanitizer? So did the Trump administration address the coronavirus outbreak in an efficient manner to address national security concerns? No, they did not.